What's up YouTube? Rapples here with another video for you. And in this video, I'm gonna be talking about 3 big mistakes that I made when I first started. And make sure that you stick around till the end because I have 5 tips for new sellers when they're getting started in the reselling business. All right, I want to start by giving you a little background of how I started. I started in this business with absolutely nothing. I had 0 money to put into reselling. I went around my house and I found whatever I could. I had gaming systems I hadn't used for a while. I had DVDs I hadn't been watching, and I had all sorts of random crap laying around. So I sold all that and I started focusing on Amazon, and I wanted to do Amazon so bad. I just kept seeing all these people, they're like, Amazon's the greatest, it's so cool, you can go to thrift stores and find stuff and you sell it on Amazon. And I was like, sweet, but then it didn't work. That's not true, it did work. But it was a big struggle at first because I was splitting my focus between Amazon and eBay. Now the reason for that split of focus is because on Amazon, when you're a new seller, you're gated or restricted in selling pretty much everything. So my focus for Amazon was going to thrift stores and finding books. And those books were gonna go on Amazon, be sold for profit. I was really pumped about it, I was stoked, and here comes mistake number 1. I got overexcited and I went out and I just started finding as much stuff as I possibly could. Which sounds like what you're supposed to do, right? No, it wasn't the right thing to do. The reason it wasn't the right thing to do was because I got so excited that I started overextending. I didn't really understand all of the fees that were involved, so I got a little overextended money-wise. The bank account was going down with the money that I had earned by selling my stuff, but I hadn't had money starting to come back in yet. So I had to slow down, I had to wait for a while, had to stop sending stuff in, which sucked. I mean, it was terrible. Mistake number 2 kind of goes along with the first one, where because I was so excited and I overextended a little bit, I didn't have the money to keep going out and finding things, which means that I wasn't as consistent. I didn't send anything to Amazon for a couple of weeks. On eBay, I didn't put any new listings up for a while because I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything else around the house that I was like, I can sell that. And I didn't find any new things out and about that were within my price range. So that was mistake number 2. Huge mistake. Make sure that you are staying consistent. Mistake number 3, I was not checking comps well enough. So what that means is while I was at the store finding books or finding things for eBay, I was not taking the time to do the proper research and ended up buying things that weren't worth as much as I thought they were and weren't going to sell as quickly as I needed them to. On eBay, when you first start, there's a 90-day period where PayPal and eBay put a hold on the funds that you get when you sell something. You have to wait for that money to come in until the package gets to wherever it's going. All right, so I made mistakes. Everyone makes them. Those I feel are my top 3 mistakes that I made when I first started selling. Don't make those mistakes. Before you leave, I want to give you 5 tips. Tip number 1, start on Facebook Marketplace and eBay. The great thing about those platforms is they are both free to start on. With Facebook, it's great because you don't have shipping fees usually because you're selling to your local area. And on eBay, it's a great way to get your foot in the door of learning how to ship things and how to list them and do the customer service stuff. Tip number 2, start with selling stuff around your house. There is no need to take your hard-earned money and put it into doing this. There's no need. Will it go faster if you do that? Absolutely. But you can start this business with $0 and grow. It's gonna take a while, which brings me to tip number 3. Be patient. Don't do what I did and get overexcited and go out and buy a bunch of stuff and then all of a sudden you don't have money. So be patient, take your time and make sure you're looking through things, checking those comps, and that you're not comparing yourself to other people that you're seeing doing this, that are going out and sourcing every day or spending $5,000 to $6,000 in one shot. You'll get there. Just be patient. Tip number 4. Stay consistent. Make sure that if you're doing Amazon, you're continually sending stuff in to ensure that you're going to get that payout later on. When it comes to eBay and staying consistent, if you have a ton of stuff, but you know that's all you're gonna have for a while, then list fewer items over a longer period of time rather than all of your items all in one day. Make sure that you split it up and you're staying consistent. From what it seems like, eBay's algorithm likes that, and so they'll show your stuff more to people. And last but not least, tip number 5, learn, learn, learn. Never stop learning. There are so many things that you can learn in this business and on all platforms. I do Amazon and eBay, that's all I do right now. When you start on one, learn it and learn that process, get really good at it, and then branch out to other stuff. That way your focus isn't split to the point that you are not gonna be making any money. All right, that's it, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me and letting me talk to you about my 3 mistakes and my 5 tips for new sellers here in the reselling business, specifically for eBay and Amazon. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I'd hope that you'd consider subscribing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and make sure to turn on that bell notification so you know whenever I put up new stuff. Hit that like button for me, it helps me out a ton. And last but not least, down below, leave a comment. If you are a reseller, what are some of your mistakes that you made when you first started? Or what are some tips that you have for new sellers? If you're looking for some other content about eBay or Amazon, there's a couple of videos here for you. And don't forget, make SKUs, not excuses.